flashback, and this is not just your average everyday Prodigy Yu-Gi-Oh! Sins flashback, because it's a flashback at the start of the episode. Because it's actually been 5 seconds, and I think that might be a record.
I wonder, do you spell Zane with 2 N's?
I swear, Jaden's goofiness is the sworn enemy to the sin counter.
These dual request forms are such a drag.
Jaden really demonstrating his inner Shikamaru Nara with that one. What a drag.
What a drag.
Also, dual request form. That sounds annoying. What if you just wanted to have a friendly spar? Also, how fast do these dual request forms even process? Because I swear, if I have to wait 3 to 4 weeks for just a friendly match...
Duel request form?
As a teacher, I'm gonna give Dr. Crowler 10 sins for just snatching a student's paper like this.
Well, that's a shame because there'll be no duel.
Okay, this face and that noise that Jaden made was hilarious. Also, leave a comment, what's gotta happen to you in order for you to make this face? Me personally, it's when I was working on my Kaiba vs. Lecter video and I accidentally unplugged my hard drive, making everything look like it went missing. Also, does having a PhD in dueling just give you a free pass to be dicks to students like this, Dr. Crowler? Because I'd imagine you'd be happy at the thought of one of your precious Obelisk Blues destroying this Slifer Red in combat. Well, this Slifer Red who's actually a raw yellow.
I would have never given you that card had I known that you would misplay it.
Oh man, I don't know a thing about duel monsters.
Syrus bringing his own self down for what is probably the millionth time at this point, and this one is really stupid because he knows how to play. He's just being a chicken when it comes to power bonds, something that can be resolved if one brother would just grow a pair or the other brother could stop being a douchey bag of edge for a minute.
You've gotta be kidding me. That's your move?
Tristan? Is that you? Also, you know you're terrible when Tristan is calling your moves bad.
Look, it's not you, it's me. I just can't use you in my deck anymore.
I don't know about you, but when you sound like you're breaking up with a girl you've had a very long relationship with when you're just rearranging your deck list, you know you've hit a new peak when it comes to being a Yu-Gi-Oh nerd.
I gotta make room for another koala. 15 ought to do.
15? 15 what? 15 koala monsters? I don't think there's more than 2 unique koalas at this point in the game.
Lousy Dr. Crowler. Where does it say those dual request forms need to be filled out in triplicate and with a number 8 pencil?
Whoa. Okay, haha, the hilarious, ridiculous stipulations are indeed hilariously ridiculous, but the sad thing is that Crowler probably made them all up. Yeah, why is he still employed here?
Wanna have a pickup duel against him?
A pickup duel? Why didn't I think of that?
Yeah, why didn't you? This is the one time you want to do things formally when you really should have just gone straight to Zane himself to begin with.
What's your problem?
I ain't got no problem.
And who exactly are these pricks? I want Don't You Think Chaz number 1 and Don't You Think Chaz number 2. Yeah, well, we're better than these guys, don't you think, Chaz?
Yeah, we're cooler than these guys, don't you think, Chaz? Huh,
Yeah,
Chaz,
don't
huh?
you think, Chaz?
Yeah,
Don't you
huh,
think, Chaz?
huh?
Don't
What
you
do you
think,
think?
Chaz? Also, is this guy on the right trying to copy Dr. Crowler's haircut or something? Because he needs to copy somebody else's.
You're still probably wet behind the ears from pre-duel school.
I am not.
It's really times like these where you need a Joey to knock these guys off their high horses. I mean, I'm just saying, Joey will gladly throw down for people he cares about, and not everything has to be resolved with cards. Also, these guys had no water bucket, yet somehow spawned one in just to wet Jaden here. I get this is a Japanese show and they write up to down, but imagine the confusion on a young American child watching this and wondering why Chumley seemingly can't read.
Sai's not going anywhere.
Yeah, let's go stop him after dinner.
Because he's fat! Laugh, damn you! Is this glow just for us to see, or can everyone see this? Because if I was Chumley, I'd be like, duh, Jaden, why is your right arse cheek glowing? Either that, or this is just Jaden's way of saying that he's about to turn right.
I can't believe he's still gone. But it's like my brother just vanished into thin air.
Don't give up.
My brother is missing, and he might be dead. Oh. Don't give up or anything.
Stay back, Jaden.
The f was that? They were looking off in this direction, then all of a sudden laser beamed focused on Syrus's location as if they're outfitted with eyesight that rivals that of a falcon. And look at this, Jaden wasn't even in view yet. Syrus was just standing there alone, so why did he yell for Jaden to stay back? And all because of this superhero landing, they are now going to drown. Good job, Jaden. Rest in peace.
Help me! I can't swim!
And you were about to raft out into the ocean? That makes sense.
Jaden would be excellent at Yu-Gi-Oh! Sins. And look at the crappy raft that Syrus built. How is he planning to row back across the ocean on this thing? Did he forget they came here on a helicopter? Because he is not Mad Dog to be rowing the distance, and then he is not gonna be an Olympic-level swimmer to be swimming the remaining distance when this raft eventually gives out under his own body weight.
I'm It's shallow.
You gotta be kidding me with this. But knowing that Syrus was shitting himself and dragging Jaden down as if they're in the Pacific Ocean when it's really just knee-high water is actually pretty funny. Also, if the water was indeed this shallow, then how was Chumley able to do a cannonball that produced a splash this big and not destroy his tailbone? If we apply some eyes and some legs to the back of Cyrus's head, we literally get a Curry Bay. Take one step further at a unicorn horn, we got Curry Babylon.
You're dropping out?
Well, yeah, kinda.
Well, it's about time.
Zane really freaking grinds my gears, man, making his little brother cry like this. He should really just take some lessons from our main man Joey Wheeler on how to be a better and more loving brother. Because even when he was a child, he was better than this. And please forgive me, Zane Truesdale fans out there. I will concede that Zane is a cool character, but I'm a big brother, and just this entire thing that Zane is doing right now is just pissing me off.
First, I'm gonna summon Elemental Hero Avion in attack mode!
Because this simply would not be a Jaden turn 1 without him bringing out Avion in attack mode. Huh, I didn't know that Avion was a Vega main.
Strident Blast!
Zane is so edgy that his Cyber Dragon's attack name sounds like a 5-gum flavor. Jaden is getting smashed up right now, and it's all because Zane has back row removal. It's really just a shame he didn't teach Syrus the importance of this when they were kids. Then maybe he wouldn't have grown to be the soggy noodle he is today.
I activate the spell card Different Dimension Capsule. It allows me to pick any card from my deck.
Huh? What kind of rising card magic trick did Zane just do to make this card rise up like that? Because ain't no way his thumb is that long.
Man, that's gotta be the best card out of his entire deck!
Famous last words, Jaden. Famous last words. Plus, how can you even say that when there's a ton of monsters he can have in his deck that are more than 2,100 attack points?
Your Cyber Dragon is vaporized! Yes! Looks like Thunder Giant just made the big man on campus get a little bit smaller, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I would say it.
Okay, I thought everyone else was gonna say something just then instead of just being dead silent. I'm just saying, it's kind of messed up that they left the human koala alone as the sole cheerleader here.
I still get to use his attack!
Zane doesn't yell, flinch, or even recoil from the damage he just took, even though it was a direct attack. Which tells me one of two things. One, either he's too powerful for these weak attacks coming from the Slifer Red noob, or two, everyone just willingly screams at the damage they take for dramatic effect just for fun. That noise that Mudballman just made.
And since Bubbleman's the only monster out on my field, I can use his special ability to draw 2 more cards.
And Jaden just won, due to another ludicrous Mudballman draw. I swear, put me in charge of this deck and I probably draw 2 cards that are just dead.
An evolved winged Karibo would turn Zane's Cyber Twin Dragon into a pile of cyber junk, but I can't summon any more monsters this round.
What are you on about? Special summon Mudballman? Special summon Mudballman. You can summon another monster this turn. You literally did this play against Titan last episode. You can be like Yugi right now and summon the Karibo in attack mode and then use the Transcendent Wings card to destroy Zane and cement yourself as the big man on campus. You Slifer slacker who's actually a raw yellow.
Elemental Hero Mudballman, rise in defense mode.
And here we have him, the worst Elemental Hero fusion monster ever. 1,900 attack points, 3,000 defense points, and that's it. He doesn't even have an effect. The box just says he needs to be fusion summoned, which is a literal given. But now that I think about it, maybe the Mudballman's not that bad. I mean, he has no effects, so, I mean, if you can bring this thing out with, like, Grand Merge, I mean, that's basically a free Imduke the World Chalice Dragon. And World Chalice players, help me out here, but I think from this point, you can basically do a full World Chalice combo and then just destroy your opponent and take all their star chips. Well, you heard it here first, folks. Prodigy just found the secret Elemental Hero Mudballman Tier 0 combo. So, when people are doing that at your local tournaments and it's dominating the world, just stop by here and give me some respect, alright? You have to add that rod in your server, Prodigy. Everyone's making you say stupid stuff now. You're trying to take credit for a Tier 0 combo that doesn't even exist? I mean, I was the one that found it first, did I not? How does your girlfriend put up with this?
And you play your cards well, Jaden.
Knowing how to use a card and knowing how to play it are 2 totally different things. That's what Zane was trying to tell me all those years ago. I get it now.
Because actually talking to your sibling and asking what he meant by that.
I'll activate this defusion card. It splits my monster back into 2 separate cyber dragons. Next, I'll activate the magic of Power Bond.
Okay, cool. Zane's gonna make Cyber End Dragon. But he seriously pulled a Seto Kaiba God Hand with his opening hand because he had immediate access to the triple Cyber Dragons, Polymerization, Defusion, a way to get Power Bond, and a back removal to boot. I'm serious. Replace the Cyber Dragons with blue eyes, and this is literally the hand Kaiba always gets.
Cyber End Dragon, attack Mudballman! Super Strident Blaze!
Oof, Jaden's first loss. Huh, if only Yugi gave Jaden a real freaking Kuribo, he'd have won since Zane was gonna blow himself up with Power Bond if he failed.
Your brother's got mad skills.
Well, at least I got the looks. What's funny?
Okay, Jaden and Syrus being bros is just the nicest thing.
Well, that's a shame because there'll be no duel.
Well, Chumley clearly accepted his fate, because he woke up to hear the threats of them busting down the door, processed that information, and then just decided to fall back asleep anyway. Also, why are Jaden and the guys sleeping in tracksuits?
Suspended?
That's what I suggest. You trespassed into the abandoned door. An anonymous letter from one of our faculty members confirms it.
If it is really that much of a problem for students to be wandering in the old Obelisk Blue dorm. Huh. I didn't know that Avian was a Vagian. Oh my god. What? Also, if the water if the water was this shallow, you can be like Yugi right now and summon the Kuribo in attack mode, and then use the Transcendent Wings to destroy Zayden and... Zayden? To destroy Zayden. Okay, cool. Zane's gonna make Cyber End Dragon, but he seriously pulled a Seto Kaiba God Hand with his opening hand because he immediately had access to the